This week on Hype, knockouts, Mr. Bean, giant checks, cows, fight announcements, and more. Welcome to the first Octagon Hype of 2024. That is right, 2023 is done, and what a year it was. A year that gave us big knockouts, crazy submissions, new stars rising, legends falling, old rivalries rekindled, celebrities clashing, new champions crowned, and record-breaking crowds. And fireworks went off in Prague at the end of the year's show in the O2 Arena on December 29th at Octagon 51. 20,000 people attended and saw once again why the sport of mixed martial arts is the greatest on earth. We saw an interim middleweight champion crowned as Piotr Wawrzyniec stepped in on short notice and showed us Polish power in a dominant display against fan favourite Vlasto El Chapo Chepo. We saw a rivalry between Vermola and Krzysztofic that was born in 2016 end in emphatic style as Pirat Krzysztofic delivered a punch that was heard around the world and has already been viewed by almost 4 million people. And then we saw the finale of the Tip Sport Game Changer, the biggest tournament in European MMA history. We started with 16 of the best welterweights on the planet, and after 1 year and 3 fights, it all came down to Serbia versus Greece, Velichkovic versus Michaelides. And after 3 minutes and 21 seconds of round number 3, Bojan Velichkovic carved his name in Octagon history with this finish.
See how that right eye now as well.
Oh, it's gone under the chin. That's under the chin. Bojan Velichkovic here, looking to claim the title. He's done it! He has done it! That is your Tip Sport Game Changer champion! His name is carved in history!
That win also saw him claim 300,000 euros of the record-breaking €1 million prize pot. Not a bad end to the year. 2023 is officially the biggest and the best year in the history of Octagon MMA, and you, the fans, can vote for your favourite moments of 2023. Go to OKTAGONMMA.com now. You could vote for your favourite fighter, your favourite knockout, your favourite commentator and host, favourite submission, your favourite commentator and host, your favourite event of the year, and your favourite commentator and host, also your favourite fight of the year, and much, much more. Plus, did I mention your favourite commentator and host? From 2023 and on and into 2024, we are kicking the year off in one of the greatest cities in the world, Newcastle. Yes, the Utilita Arena in Newcastle will host Octagon 52 on January 27th for Octagon's second trip to England. Now, Newcastle is famous for many things. It was the first city to use electric street lighting, which has since helped many a Geordie pick up their cheesy chips they dropped on a drunken Friday night. It is the birthplace of many iconic, historic figures, maybe none so more than Mr. Bean himself.
Hello.
It is a city where you are likely to see the odd heifer wandering around. And I mean that quite literally, as cows are legally allowed to graze on city parks and play areas. And on January 27th, it will be famous for hosting one of the biggest fight nights and fight cards the UK has ever seen. And here she is. Just look at that. Topped by the grudge match that sees Cartwright versus Magard in the bantamweight contender fight. Now let's remind ourselves just how much these guys don't like each other.
He's delusional. He's absolutely delusional.
You quitted.
I lost that one, Jonas.
You quitted.
Shot, when I hit you, bro, your ass will go. Diving for double.
Somebody out. When was the last time you knocked somebody out?
The rivalry is real, and on January 27th, we will finally get to see them settle the score. Until then, though, we have a new show, which if you haven't checked out, you should. It is the 90-second show. a show that drops every night at 9 p.m. in the UK, and a show that is following their journey daily as they make their way to Octagon 52. You will see a side to both these fighters that you have never seen before as we take a look into exactly what it takes to be a fighter and to prepare for a fight like this. Here are a couple of highlights.
It's Jonas Shark here. My 3 New Year resolutions are, first of all, I want to finish this corset. Second of all, I'm going to beat Jack's ass.
3 goals for 2024. Beat Jonas Magard. There you go, there's an easy one. Beat Felipe Lima.
Right before going in, it's just a target, it's just a torso with a head, 2 arms, 2 legs, and I need to destroy that.
In regards to walking out and stuff, I'm just like, hurry up. I want my legs to get me to the cage as quick as possible. Introduce me, introduce him, get out of the cage and let's go.
You can check that show out every night. Just follow our UK and Ireland Instagram page. Each episode drops at 9 p.m. The co-main event is a heavyweight clash. Now, when you think of heavyweights in Newcastle, you might think of this. But we are talking about heavyweights like this. Poland's Adam Pałasz versus the UK's Stuart Austin, another potential heavyweight contender fight, this time to see who could face off next against heavyweight champ Hatif Moel. Peñas versus Bonner is official. Bonner will look to defend national pride on UK soil against number 4 ranked middleweight and KO artist Mate Peñas. Bonner saw Peñas' last KO and gave us his thoughts.
That's what you have to expect of Peñas. He's very aggressive, big power, knocked out a lot of guys. I knew what was going to happen in that fight. That wasn't some big surprise. I wasn't shocked. I'm not kind of disturbed off him knocking that kid out.
Show Abusive's Assassin Army will make the trip north as he takes on German grappling specialist Edward Kexel. Both of these fighters will be looking for their second win in the Octagon cage. Corey Fry makes it a quick turnaround after his impressive performance of the night debut and submission finished. Next, the sniper has his eyes set on yet another German fighter, this time the undefeated Max Holzer. Also, Super Aaron Abbey is back and looking to take one step closer to the rematch he wants against Garcia for that flyweight strap. But first, he will have to walk out in Newcastle to take on the dangerous submission specialist Christopher Daniel. We will see Herkseg versus McHugh 2 as they run it back from Octagon Challenge, but this time at featherweight. Also, newly announced for this fight card, you will see Jan Shiroki take on the menace Dennis Frimpong. Now, this fight is billed as the biggest mismatch in Octagon history, not because of their skills, but because of their experience. Now, Shiroki has fought in boxing, bare knuckle he's fought as well, and this will be his 30th walk to the cage in professional MMA. He is taking on Frimpong. Frimpong will officially make his 3rd walk to the cage in Newcastle. Now, Frimpong may be less experienced in the cage, but he is a coral belt in trash talk. So it was surprising to see Shiroki take the first swing online with this. Real Soldier versus Keyboard Warrior, which led to Dennis Frimpong revealing his tactics for the fight against Shiroki. Fans in the Northeast will also get to see 2 rising stars in that area make the walk into the Utilita Arena. The undefeated Daniel Bainbridge and also Nathan Hayward. Hayward is set to welcome Octagon Challenge Season 5 winner Roman Paulus to the bantamweight division. Now, Paulus already has big wins over UK stars like Callum Mullen, but Hayward is an exciting prospect with all 3 wins that he has on his record coming by way of finish. So the card is set and the countdown begins now to Octagon 52, January 27th in Newcastle. You can get your tickets at ticketmaster.com. Now, if you are wondering, should you buy yourself a ticket for this, then just remember, Octagon is a show like no other. January 27th, it goes down the Utilita Arena, and you can get your tickets at ticketmaster.com. So, for more information, follow Octagon on social media and follow me at Bryan Lacey MMA. That is it for this week. Well, unless I forgot to mention that you could also vote for your favourite commentator and host here. See ya.